till probably tomorrow. Today and tomorrow will be all walkthroughs anyway, but
Sure.
see who's going to be available for Thursday night.
Thanks.
Okay, next up is going to be Greg Allman.
Hey, Bruce, you talked a bit about it after the game yesterday, but I want to ask you just about that touchdown, the go-ahead touchdown that Keyshawn Vaughn had. Just your confidence in him to have him get the ball in first and goal, then to go back to him on second and goal, and just what he's shown you. I know it's been a slow start for him, but what he's shown you that you like moving forward.
Yeah, he's done a great job. You know, he got a bunch of scout team reps and got better. And a lot of guys would go down and pout, you know, but he's kept his head up. He's worked extremely hard, catching the ball, running the ball. And, you know, I told him a couple of weeks ago, your time's going to come. And when it does, it's going to be really, really important. Yeah, we trust him, you know, and, you know, Tom put it on the money. He runs the guy over, makes a huge play. And, you know, I was actually watching OJ because I thought the ball was going there. And unfortunately, that's when he got hurt. But, you know, that was, yeah, we have all the trust in the world on Keyshawn.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.
All right, next is Jenna Lane.
Hey, Coach, speaking of OJ, do you guys have any more clarity on his situation? I know yesterday you said that you feared it was a ruptured Achilles, but that was the initial diagnosis.
Yeah, we're still waiting on the MRI to come back. We have about 2 or 3 guys in MRI tubes and CAT scans, so we really don't have any information on the injuries yet. And
also, I know Anthony Auclair has been out for a while, and he's been injured and everything. And I believe it's 3 weeks that he would have to wait before he could come back. Do you have any sense where he is in coming back?
He's close. We don't know yet if he's going to be physically ready to play either.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And next is Scott Reynolds.
Good afternoon, Bruce. With the COVID tests coming back positive for a couple players and teams around the league, there's been some discussion about the league possibly having to go to a bubble type situation and putting teams in hotels. Just wanted to get your thoughts on that possibility. Hopefully it doesn't come to that, but what would your take on that be?
I think it would be unfortunate. You know, you're talking about over 100 people per team. For us, it's 100 people. It's not like basketball with 12 and 3 coaches. So it's a totally different situation. I think guys just have to make sure they stay with the commitment and be very careful of who's visiting them for game weekends, things like that. Get them tested.
Thanks, Bruce.
You bet.
All right, next is Ed Encino.
Hi, Bruce. With a short week, players talked about how they were already hitting the tubs after yesterday's game. What are the keys to kind of being prepared well and playing winning football with a short week?
Yeah, it started right after the game. All the therapy and stuff that we can do to post-game stuff to get ready, but you can't go out and practice. I mean, we wouldn't practice again until Wednesday. We'll be flying out, but it's a mental week. It's a mental week. Sleep, hydration are key. A lot of treatment, and just making sure we can get the things done on the practice field mentally, so we're prepared to play.
And it was pretty clear that Mike Evans was playing a lot of yesterday's game, in discomfort. I mean, and I know he's been dealing with a lot of stuff. I mean, how much is there's that fine line between, being injured and playing hurt, right? But how much has he kind of grinded through this year and just toughened it out?
Yeah, I mean, he's as tough as they get. He was really playing on a leg and a half, and we'll see where he is this week. But Mike's tough. I mean, the one thing he loves to play, and he's going to give you everything he's got.
Thank you.
All right, next up is going to be Luke Easterling.
Bruce, throughout this team's history, there have been, long stretches where it felt like the offense had to carry things because the defense wasn't on the level and vice versa. Throughout this first 4 weeks with this team, you've had moments where the defense has closed the door in the second half because the offense hasn't been there. But yesterday, the offense made the big comeback. The defense shut the door in the second half. It's one thing to talk about complimentary football, but what was it like over the last 4 weeks, and particularly yesterday, to see your team be able to do it both ways and carry when they need to?
Yeah, I think that's part of team football. All 3 phases. Special teams has had their moments. I mean, Pinion with 2 great punts down there inside the 10, and one led to a touchdown when we got the fumble for the half. So it's all three phases, and you're not going to win all three phases every week, but you got to win 2 out of 3.
All right, next is Steve Isbitz.
Coach, what did you like most about your offensive line yesterday after watching the film?
Just about everything. I mean, run blocking was outstanding. A lot of push. I think we got hit one time when we crossed up. We should have had it picked up. It was the blitz. Should have had it picked up, and we didn't get it between the back and the guard ironed out, and Tom got hit. But I thought we pass protected extremely well. Had a lot of time to throw it, and that's as good as I've seen them play in a long time.
And as far as the short turnaround, is there anything unique to Tom Brady getting ready for that short turnaround, given his age and how he gets ready?
No, he's a magician at that kind of stuff, So he's got his regimen he's going to follow, and he'll be more than ready.
All right, next is Casey Hudson.
Hey, Coach. I'm wondering what significant things did you see in the team's comeback yesterday that you guys can build off of and kind of apply to playing the Bears on Thursday?
Yeah, I think it's just one of those, like you said, it's a team game. And offensively in the second half, we never punted. I think we scored on every possession. And then we finally got the stop defensively. So, trying to get everything you can I think our defense will bounce back and play a little bit better. Get to the quarterback instead of almost get to him. And offensively, hopefully we can this is a very, very good Bears defense. So hopefully we can play at least half this good.
Okay, we have time for a few more. Next is Rick Stroud.
Bruce, I think Brady was like 6 or 7, on some deep shots, throwing the ball down the field. For all the talk there was about, him seeing the game the way you see it, are you starting to, feel that synergy where, he's obviously accurate, but he's throwing the ball down the field more?
I think, they gave us those shots. Not everybody's been giving them to us. He saw it. I mean, he actually, we got a play in late. The long ball to Mike in from the seam. I mean, that's something he called. And obviously he had a reason he called it because he was going to Mike all the way. And Mike came up with a great 50-50 ball. So, I think it's a trust thing, and just continual repetitions in practice and knowing where to go with it, when to go there, and all those things that go with practice, that we didn't get.
All right, our last one's going to come from Greg Allman.
Hey, Bruce, this is the first of, I think, 5 primetime games for you guys on Thursday. I know with the new COVID restrictions, the guys can't really leave the hotel. So I was curious what you do or what kind of things you can do to keep them from just going stir crazy on a long day, being stuck around the hotel all day, getting ready for kickoff.
Yeah, the Thursday one's a little bit easier because we'll have actually meetings and a walkthrough in the hotel. Sunday nights and Monday nights, they're long and dreary. Sunday's not so bad because you can watch games. Monday it's really boring and catch up on your sleep.
All right, that's all for today. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.